At this time, I'd like to call upon Tyrone Wheatley, who will accept the awards on behalf of the 2024 induction class. You can be seated.
Ooh, man. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I performed in front of 100,000 people, ran the national track meets, played a lot. But you talking about nervous? Spoke in front of teams. And to introduce and step up here and to speak for the inductees of this year, which accolades read like the credits of a Star Wars movie, you don't understand the pressure that I'm under right now. So with that being said, I'm immensely humbled and incredibly proud and honored to speak on the behalf of David Gore, Mike Colbreeze, Maria Ishida, Paula Kirkland, Gary Rankin, Roy Snyder, Ronald Vinson, Dorothy Forborough, Joe Muir, and Takeo Spikes. This incredible class of the 41st class of the Hall of Fame of National High School are incredible people. But before we get to the class, the Hall of Fame class, we must talk about the classes and the halls they walk to the high schools. High school sports, as you saw in my deal, saying that it saved my life is an understatement. It is a true understatement. And as Joe said, he was a quiet guy. Sports give people a chance to find their tribe. That's what this is about. Find your tribe, finding out who you are. And I want to talk to the administrators, the referees, and the coaches. They say, flattery, right? You want to be flattered? Have someone impersonate you. To this day, as a head football coach, I find myself saying things that my coaches once said to me. Like, boy, don't be that guy. Although the words now may seem a little different to the kids nowadays, and I told this one guy, I said, don't be that guy. And he's like, no, coach, I'm trying to be that guy. And I said, no, not that guy. He's like, no, coach, I'm really trying to be that guy. And one of his teammates was like, no, he's not talking about that guy. He's talking about that guy. Oh, that guy, right? Another one that my coach used to say in terms of just taking notes was, a dull pencil keeps a sharp mind. And I said that once, and the guy said, Coach, nobody really uses pencils anymore, right? So, but however, coaching and sports have made such an impact on my life that I wanted to become a coach. And so to the administrators and the coaches out here, I want to say thank you for always being engaged, for always being locked in, for always finding a way when there's times when there's no way to be sought, for figuring it out, for having the patience to deal with, as I said in the thing, right, I was a young, mischievous young man, for coming back the next day and being there for me and my teammates and for everyone else. I thank you. Scripture says you eat from the fruit of your labor. Through your labor, you have produced enough for everyone to eat off of. Even when days where I didn't feel like going out, I ate off your labor. Others ate off your labor. And then once we took a bite of the sweet fruit that you produced for us, we digested it. We understood what it meant. And then all of a sudden, we wanted to go out and plant seeds of our own to produce that fruit. I thank you for that. I thank you for staying current and staying ahead of the curve and understanding what it takes to build futures for young athletes. And like Takeo said, you don't have to be a professional athlete, but being a professional in something. Sport has provided so much for us that you go into coaching, you went into athletic administration, you went into refereeing. But the biggest thing we got out of all of this, and everyone that you saw tonight, it was never about them. Never about them. So I know this thing is being streamed live, right? I know it's being streamed, and I just want to talk to the parents and to the people who just say, well, sports is it's just a game. When you have a millage or taxes to pay and you don't want to help build the stadium or put the pool in, you're looking at a guy right now who benefited from those days of the coaches being there and the pay that they receive. I'm going to say $4,000, and here's the reason why I say that. That was my stipend when I first came back to Robichaud High School. $1,500 for being a track coach, $2,500 for being the football coach. In the first week, it all went right back to the high school. I didn't see a penny of it. Because a lot of those young men, I became the chauffeur. I became their therapist, ordering pizzas. Some of those guys didn't eat until they came to school. So when you talk about high school sports and it's just a bunch of young people out there running around and what good does it do, how dare you? How dare you? Because the administrators, the coaches, and yes, the referees, you get a stack of papers this tall saying what you don't do and what you've done wrong. And this stack of all the greatness that you've done. But you yet and still you do it again. And I thank you and I applaud you for that. Now to the athletes. Man, overcoming the things that you've overcome, giving up the things to be regular, right? That's incredible. I just want to sit here and just say, Ms. Burrow, I'm sorry I'll get choked up, but I looked at that and 88 points your team scored and you scored 82. Like, I would love to see what your NIL was. I think we all should do a GoFundMe and just say, hey, NIL right here. But it's people like you that shapes what female sports is today. And I am happy that they are able to see you and give you what you need. This is an incredible class. Really incredible. And when I found out when I was being inducted and I started reading, like I say, reading the bios, I really felt small. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, wow, I'm on a stage with these people. But we all share a commonality. Sports that we love, the respective high schools in the cities we come from. We pay tribute to the shoulders we stand on and the people that guided us. And the one thing that I want to leave here with in saying thank you to all of the administrative families. Thank you for sharing your husbands, your wives, your dads, your mothers. Thank you for sharing them with people like me because you become my family. We all grow together, and I thank you for it. As my daughters, my one daughter is in Korea right now, and she became a dancer. She liked the performing arts. And so once again, it gave her a chance to find her tribe and to thrive and to grow. My other daughter who plays volleyball, but she sat in the stands many years watching her brothers play basketball and football and run track, and then me tagging her along everywhere. The one great thing about sport is we moved a lot as a head coach and as I'm coaching. I'm not going to say how many times I moved. I'm not going to say how many times they went to different schools. But the one galvanizing thing that brought all of my kids together and everywhere we move, you're right, sport. I didn't realize, the reason why I paused, that young women, wow, you guys bully in a different way. Like, you guys are mean, right? Like, boys, they get into it, it's a little fight, it's a little get after it, then it's over with. But you girls are vicious, right? But my daughters have found their tribe through volleyball, through dance, through play. My sons move, and Dad, man, do we have to move? But once we move, they meet their new brothers. And that's truly what it becomes, a family. And my wife, man, she's the fan. She gets in, she gets herself right in, right? She's the super mom. She's there. She learns the entire roster. She's yelling the kids' names, and then all of a sudden, you will swear we've been there 15, 20 years, and we've just been there 6 months. but sport has brought all of us together. And then it's a wonderful and incredible thing. So please continue to support, push, and thrive. And I want to just say to the 41st class, High School Hall of Fame, you guys are all incredible, and I hope I did you well. Thank you very much.